Hundreds of pro-Israel businessmen from 47 countries, including Europe, the United States, they're seeking new opportunities and will attend a digital conference called Prospering in the New Normal. It's being organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and ARISE will be broadcast from Jerusalem next Monday. ARISE aims to present state-of-the-art Israeli innovation and technology for the world and gives big multinational corporations special opportunities for partnership and dialogue. With us now in studio is Kalev Myers, who is the founder and chairman of ARISE. Thank you for being with us. The conference itself held early next week, broadcast from Jerusalem. You have a lot of big manufacturing hubs that will be taking place, companies in China and India, real manufacturing powerhouses. What opportunities perhaps is there, new opportunities, to link Israeli tech and innovation with some of the manufacturing capabilities in those countries?
Yeah, so when we set the theme for this summit about 8 months ago when Corona broke out, and we said prospering in the new normal, so how can we help business people prosper during the COVID-19 reality that we're all facing? Meantime, we have this extremely exciting development of the normalization of diplomatic relations between Israel and the other Gulf states. So I think the newest, most exciting piece of action for the ARISE Summit this year will be the participation of business people from the Arabian Peninsula, the United Arab Emirates, as well as Bahrain, not only business participants, but also speakers. And down in that area, there are massive sovereign funds with hundreds of billions of dollars. They're looking to enter into the Israeli innovation market. We are presenting at our summit Israeli solutions to the COVID-19 crisis, some exciting technologies of innovation for good. And also, we're going to have some lectures from that area, from the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain, speaking to Israeli entrepreneurs and about how to make these connections together with our hundreds of international business people who want to connect in this region.
Tell us more, I guess, what the goal is for ARISE. Is it is it kind of like virtual handshakes and virtual exchanging of business cards, or do you hope to be able to foster direct investment in that kind of thing?
Yeah, so we started ARISE. I founded ARISE 3 years ago because there was this buzz around the world of boycotting Israel, BDS, etc. I thought, you can't really, that's an ideology, it's difficult to fight, but let's work on the positive level by inviting people to do business in Israel and creating B2B, business-to-business platforms with people who are already positively predisposed towards loving Israel, supporting Israel. The vast majority of the people who participate in our events are evangelical Christians who support Israel. There are millions of evangelical business people around the world that want to connect. And so we try to make that connection easy. Now, in our physical event, we had 2 annual physical events before Corona hit. In the last one, December 2019, a year ago, we had 550 business people from 35 different nations, created hundreds of tailor-made B2B business-to-business meetings. Out of that, based on our feedback forms, we created $34 million of transactions on that one day, with a $350 million impact over the next 10 years. So real transactions are made. Now,
but even that growth, I mean, 1 year ago, you had about 36 countries, companies in 36 countries involved. Now, a year later, this year, you're going to have close to 50 countries involved. What do you think explains the really market rise in interest from around the world in Israeli businesses?
The most frequently asked question we get is, when can we land again in Israel? There's a huge desire.
You're telling me, I have family that want, they're
everybody wants to go, right? And so what we're doing by creating a digital summit this year is we're saying, well, even though it's very difficult to land in Israel right now because of quarantines, lockdowns, etc., we're bringing the best of Israel to you. And we're also we've worked very hard to create software that'll replicate a physical summit. So you'll have the main stage of interesting content for 5.5 hours of lectures, etc. And then we'll have a B2B room, which is just with a simple click, you can go and see all the other participants, filter through them, their profiles based on their area of interest, their industry, and find those connections that you can invite people to an ad hoc video chat in our portal. So we've made it really, really easy to create those connections, relationships, and transactions. And people want to get involved because they can't land here right now. This is kind of the second best solution.
The best you can get at this point.
Right.
Virtually, you're here. That's what counts.
Exactly.
We're almost out of time, Kalev. Tell us more if you want to be part of the summit or learn more. I know it kicks off on Monday. Tell us how you can find out more.
So the summit will be on December 7th on Monday. It'll start at 4 o'clock in the afternoon Israel time. It's not too late to sign up. Go to arisesummit.com. It's a very simple process to sign up, and I know you're going to enjoy it. Your businesses will enjoy it.
Like ARISE, like A-R-I-S-E, ARISE up together.
A-R-I-S-E, summit, S-U-M-M-I-T.com.
All right, Kalev, thank you so much for being with us, and good luck next week with the summit. This is the 4th annual now? The third annual. And the fourth will be even bigger and better. Thank you so much, Colette, for being with us in the studio. Great to have you.
Thank you.